You been infected?
Oh yes, most certainly.
This plague, the rioting is intensifying to the point where we may not be able to contain it.
Why contain it? Let the bodies pile up in the streets. In the end, they'll beg us to save them.
I've received reports of armed attacks on shipments. There's not enough vaccine to go around, and the underclasses are starting to get desperate.
Of course they're desperate. They can smell their death, and the sound they'll make rattling their cage will serve as a warning to the rest.
I hope you're not underestimating the problem. The others may not go as quietly as you think. Intelligence indicates they're behind the problems in Paris.
A bunch of pretentious old men playing at running the world.
We have other problems.
I must admit that I have been somewhat disappointed in the performance of the primary unit.
The secondary unit should be online soon. If necessary, the primary will be terminated.
We've had to endure much, you and I, but soon there will be order again. A new age. Aquinas spoke of the mythical city on the hill. Soon, that city will be a reality, and we will be crowned its kings. Better than kings. Gods!
Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from a—
Paul, I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day? Didn't think you'd have a choice. What's going on? The NSF. They hit one of our shipments. A few of them got away, but we trapped the rest in the statue. What are we waiting for? Looks like a textbook assault. The NSF took one of our agents hostage. The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation. All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious. A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow. I like to pick them off from a distance. I'll take the rifle. This isn't a training exercise, JC. Your targets will be human beings. Keep that in mind. I get the idea. What's the first move? I'm going to give you a map of the island. If you can get to the North Dock, a UNATCO informant will give you a key to the statue doors. He responds to the code phrase, iron and copper.
Welcome aboard, Agent.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase,
I got this,
iron, and copper. Be careful. The NSF has set up patchwork security systems here. The NSF put a commercial-grade security behind this area. You can either avoid its patrol route or confuse the filter. Try and take it out with the EMP grenades or explosives. I wouldn't recommend taking it on with small arms. NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron and copper.
That's him. I'm gonna get this pig.
The NSF has set up patchwork security systems here. Who's there?
take the log on us.
The NSF put a commercial-grade security bot in this area. You can either avoid its patrol route, or, if you're feeling lucky, try and take it out with the EMP grenades or explosives. I wouldn't recommend taking it on with small arms. NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron and copper. The NSF put a commercial-grade security bot in this area.
Found.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot
we got
on
an
sight. A UNATCO informant on the... yourself with the phrase, iron and copper. Be careful. The NSF has set up patchwork security systems here. The NSF put a commercial-grade security bot in this area. You can either avoid its patrol route, or, if you're feeling lucky, try and take it out with the EMP grenades or explosives. I wouldn't recommend taking it on with small arms.
Toss it one. I got this one.
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron and copper. Be careful. The NSF has set up patchwork security systems here. The NSF put a commercial-grade security bot in this area. You can either avoid its patrol route, or, if you're feeling lucky, try and take it out with the EMP grenades or explosives. I wouldn't recommend taking it on with small arms. Heads up, JC. Your brother Paul is on his way to meet you at the dock. The NSF is raiding the island and shots have been fired. I repeat, find Paul. I will monitor your situation from HQ.
Paul, I thought you were in Hong Kong. Welcome to the Coalition, JC. I might as well start using your code name. Think I'd miss my brother's first day? The bots are holding the perimeter, but my orders are to hold back and send you in alone. I think someone high up wants to see how you handle the situation. All I've got with me is a pistol and an electric prod. I don't mind a test, but UNATCO better issue some hardware. Remember that we're police. Stick with the prod. It'll stun your opponents or knock them unconscious. A non-lethal takedown is always the most silent way to eliminate resistance. Just in case, though, Manderley wants you to pick an additional weapon. A sniper rifle, a GEP gun, or a mini crossbow. Never know when I might come up against some heavy armor. Give me the GEP gun. The GEP gun might be useful. They have a security bot on patrol near the statue entrance. Great. What's the first move? I'll see how it looks on shore. Your prime... What am I ordering?
NSF everywhere, JC. Your orders are to shoot on sight. A UNATCO informant on the North Dock can get you inside the statue. Look for a bum. Identify yourself with the phrase, iron and copper.
I think that's it. He's a cop.
Be careful. The NSF has set up patchwork security systems here. The NSF put a commercial-grade security bot in this area. You can either avoid its patrol route, or, if you're feeling lucky, try and take it out with the arm keeper danger explosives. Taking it on with small arms. I think Gunther is being held behind this laser-triggered alarm. If you don't want to set off the alarm, you can either hack the control panel in the doorway or find a way around. My blueprint of the statue shows a few air shafts.
Wait, quiet. I got this. I got this.
X6, by the way, is a reference to 6 Flags Fall. There's no bad midnight thing when the episode is set, though it was already having hard times, and it ended up looking like this before being completely demolished in 2017. And yes, it was named after its proximity to the 6 Flags over Texas.
It's the 6 Falls over Texas line. If you go on from here, it will be still on.
I think Gunther is being held behind this laser-triggered alarm. If you don't want to set off the alarm, you can either hack the control panel in the doorway or find a way around. My blueprint of the statue shows a few air shafts.
Mom knows how it is with Dad. All Troy can do is get it there. But back here, Gecko is a Lions both play at home game every Thanksgiving.
Careful, these Unatco guys got all the tricks.
The year of this episode, 1998, Hell was lost in the fight before the
Careful, these Unatco guys got all the tricks. Got it.
Factor so fixed the factor. But here's the thing, how were they
Thank you very much for joining in.
Where is eating? There's no room for eating unless going the whole time. She's right there with coffee pressed and ready to go, walking up and we'll see the back of the here. He's supposed to sit. That is so seems like it was about as much fun as we all think it would be. Coffee, money, but like fuck put it. No, we don't run at it. These are amazing kind of funny stuff. So, Dan, I thought we'd split up at the mall. They make it to the mall with everyone splitting off and getting fixed at a cobbler shop. I love the man there commenting on Penny's shoes. That she's known for having finished with large meat for a woman. Ladies, loafer. That's a men's loafer.
It is like
But she falls asleep while waiting because she stayed up the night before so that she would be ready for shopping, and she ends up sleeping through the rest of the episode. So good job there, guys. Cotton announces what he's heading to. Yeah, that just really surprised everybody. See what he's talking about later. Still here having a conversation about having cotton. Probably bonding over trauma caused by cotton. And in the background, we see workers making lemonade at a place called Stick Doggy Dog. It's a reference to Snoop Doggy Dogg, who appeared in the show a few seasons later when he voiced Alabama Joe. Oh yeah, allow me to...
I swear I heard something.
Deus Ex the conspiracy.
As well as a reference to hot dog on a stick, probably best known for their corn dogs.
I think Gunther's being held behind this laser-triggered alarm. If you don't want to set off the alarm, you can either hack the control panel...
Stay cool. The guy's still around. Take him out.
just stick up for me. That makes you feel better. And this is stick up for me. So step for the
Bobby McLean went off on an ice skating adventure. This rain around them. So yeah, apparently their plan was for McLean to be on his face because she thought guys were more attracted to single moms. But instead, you see her having to deal with Buckley's death. Granted,
it's not
also any of McLean's issues, other than the possible concussion she just picked up from hitting her head on the ice, is the fact that they're playing Buckley's song. Rock and Roll Part 2, like decent musician but terrible human being, Gary Glitter, which I can't really play here because of copyright, but hopefully this will get through. And you can just see Buckley say, hey, and that brings us to the A plot of the story, the basic focus group that ended up descending into a battle of wills.
Did I find the...
I
know I heard
it.
Fascist.
Power arrived, so before it into the meeting, and right off the bat, they noticed that one is someone focus group to the guys. Trying to resolve it, though it is very possible that Connor, Nate, one of the other guys talking about it, and went ahead and signed up. That's also right out compound. Hey, get over the turkey. Oh no, you're here. The moderator, Jonathan Burrows, voiced by Wells David Herman, introduces himself, and it's at that point that Bill and Dale inform Hank that they pulled a Bill and Dale by telling Cotton about the focus group, which he shortly after literally pushed his way on Hank. I know he's got freakish shitless old man strength, but you can shut that door. We start getting our introduction, starting with Con.
Is someone...
Oh, I want to explain. Already knows on that. We were introduced to the two new characters who were participants. Firstly, Lane Bradley, pretty much the epitome of the sleazy used car salesman who owns several dealerships and apparently enjoys himself a prostitute.
I think
How long you been in town?
Gunther is being held behind this laser-triggered alarm. If you don't want to set off the alarm, you can either hack the control panel in the doorway or find a way around. My blueprint of the statue shows a few air shafts.
Voiced by Billy Bob Thornton, who was a minister that apparently lost his faith sometime after an accident near the Baptist. Not quite sure what went wrong. I mean, it's just a quick dunk, but apparently they have been involved. Also, we don't know for sure where the voice is from, so he may be the only person invited to the focus group that wasn't from Harlan. Though he could have been from there, they just never
Something
mentioned
moved.
it.
I got
Go watch Sling Blade. Seriously, anything for the good movie. John Ritter was amazing as always. It's the main guy, but they introduced himself, but not interrupts up with his typical work this has been the dates back. Not first introduction of the father.
Gunther's in that room, one of our top agents.
Don't worry, this is the last time that this comes up.
My name's Hank Hill, and I'm
Introduction from the other guys, some of them using fake names like Dale or Rusty Shackelford if you prefer, because Dale's not going to allow his real name going to a computer, and this is actually the second time that
Glad you're not hurt,
uses
agent.
alias.
Command should not have left us to be surrounded.
Risk is part of the job. I think you lucked out this time.
I could
Agent
use your
Navarre and I were ready to go in, but for no reason they said pull back. I do not retreat. Please give me a weapon and move out of the way.
Understand what he said, it just gets put his info.
As you wish. Take my pistol.
That will be adequate. I will secure this level. You proceed up the stairs to the command center at the top.
zombie or something. Sorry for shooting you. That was a neglect. You're under arrest. Did they find the shipment? I'm hit! I'm gonna get this pig. These guys aren't so tough.
But when, I hope he still got paid.
Hey, new disco, they call me Boomer, man. You don't black them. There's still on this thing, had jobs now back there, a couple of settlement, man, I'll get a workforce comp too, man.
I swear I heard something.
Enough people have, though sometimes we try. And his introduction is very much Bill. I really do like how each of the guys' introductions are dead on when it comes to showing their character.
I think Gunther is being held behind this laser-triggered alarm. If you don't want to set off the alarm, you can either hack the control panel in the doorway, or find a way around. My blueprint of the statue shows a few air shafts.
With that out of the way, the basic number has been unveiled. Personally, it gives me Lemon Prowler vibes for some reason.
Thought I saw. That's him. He's a cop.
That's him. See Hank driving a purple mower. Plus, they added a bunch of bells and whistles like a heated season. Probably everyone's favorite line from this episode. Work for 10. Like in the mower, it's more of an insult towards Hank and Tilly. It's kind of open sound. That took place that day at the 6 Hall, Texas. Because it has a bunch of extra ads like the Rip Band is in a short time mowing lawn with a riding mower for a company. Yeah, those baggers are overrated. Just mow it over several times, it'll mulch up. Those things will up pretty fast. But that's just me.
Gunther's in that room.
Whatever makes money, which comes back later.
And when you sold me pitch drops from the let me explain to you. I'll finance you pitch drops for you. Yes.
So far, everyone likes the mower but Hank, and when Hank starts to chime in about not liking it, Cotton steps in, accusing Hank of not liking it simply because Cotton himself does like it, and equating Hank's counter-opinion to Cotton as being the same as with Tilly, where Hank only likes her because
one of our
Cotton
top
doesn't
agents.
and more Cotton dislikes Tilly.
Glad you're not hurt, Agent.
Command should not have left us to be surrounded.
Risk is part of the job.
Agent Navarre.
This is put on the back burner because Rusty eventually remembers his name and gives his opinion of the mower, which may or may not be completely asinine.
Rusty.
As you wish. Take my pistol.
Yeah.
That will be adequate.
What?
Yeah, that's right.
Don't be an idiot, Dale. That's the gas cap.
He's an idiot. He can use it however he wants. Thank you, Colonel.
Okay, yeah, it's completely asinine. Dale's gonna blow himself up. We all know that's how that situation's gonna end. Nothing against an ashtray on a mower, but using the gas cap as one, that's like French fry when you're supposed to pizza. And remember,
French fry when you're gonna have a bad time.
boom, everyone likes the heated vibrating seat, even mentions possibly mowing naked. And, no, mowing your lawn naked in order to enjoy a vibrating heated seat seems a little, I don't know, perky. And even from Boomhauer, it doesn't really matter because, again, the moderator doesn't understand a word he says.
So you're in favor of the mower, Mr. Boomer. Man, this thing won't listen, man.
Bill, now, as we all know, Bill has a tendency to convert his opinions to Hank, simply going along with whatever it is that Hank tells him that things are really cool, but you know it's Bill.
Jesus.
Bill turns away from Hank, standing up for himself and giving his opinion. He had rivals. Well, we have avoid Bill from playing friendly here. He really is a horse's ass.
Today, William Fontaine down to those green speak for himself. Come on, Bill. And what I have to say, well, right, you know.
Did they find the shipment? Yeah, we got it. Uh-oh.
This is the point
That's
where
him.
he
He's a
finds
cop.
out that with the basic Fighter's release, he won't be able to get parts for the 1500 anymore because it had become obsolete or collectible as Bill was. And yeah, that's about par for the course, but this again gets Cotton to compare Hank's obsolete power to Hank's obsolete mother, according to Cotton at least. And Hank accuses Cotton of trading Tilly in for a new model, a charge that Cotton denies in a rather Cotton way.
Trade your mother in. Trade in the museum.
That goes off on a diatribe about not throwing away something that's dependable and low maintenance for something that's bright, which he is totally correct about, and again compares the mower to his mother. The moderator, probably hoping to avoid any type of possible medical situation, calls for a vote on who likes the new mower, with everyone raising their hands except Bill. Hank thinks this means that Bill's on his side, but he quickly finds out otherwise.
Wait, are we voting for Hank's mom or the mower?
Oh, the moderator sees this as a good time to go ahead and shut things down, having gotten an overwhelmingly positive response from the group, and pretty much everyone is on board. You get paid the full money, but you also have to not a win-win, except for Hank, who demands they spend the full $3. You know, he's definitely that kid that reminds the teacher to get out of work. Yeah, that's Hank here, and I'm on to straight up awesome.
Boy, you couldn't defend your mother. Now you compensate by defending your mower.
Keep in mind that this is 12 Angry Men, but a lawnmower slash mother instead of a potentially innocent defendant. And it follows the same plot with Hank doing his best to try to change everyone's votes, with another link between the two being Cotton seeing in 12 Angry Men, the last holdout is a man who has a bad relationship with his son, and it's through that lens that he sees the defendant's guilt. Just the same as Cotton's negative relationship with his son and ex-wife are the lens he sees the mower through, and therefore, if Hank doesn't like it, he loves it. He's doing the exact same thing that he accused Hank of earlier. It's important to remember the lenses we use to see the world through are rather important to what we ultimately see.
Put on your pink shoes, son.
Hank gets to work making his case, claiming that just because something is old doesn't mean it should be replaced. Not a bad framework to start from, though it gets thrown off a bit after Hank mentions the Old Testament and apparently something in old boys gets true.
Thou shalt not kill. Just because a baptism turns into a little drowning, everybody's got a bunch.
And this in turn reveals the sleazy used car salesman Gene and Lane Bradley's DNA, who sees an opportunity to possibly make a sale. Not sure how he saw it that way. Going from talking about possible purge to trying to sell a car.
I swear I heard something.
Spectrum there. But I do have to give Bradley at least a little credit here. He saw it open and went for it. Yeah, it's sleazy, but it's Lane Bradley. Remember.
Lane Bradley's a horse things.
That's an awful thing. Can I ask you a question? What kind of car do you drive? Mitsubishi Diamante. If you're just about to do like take a good river over the lot, put it behind the wheel of a brand new, to be on.
It's an idea.
Who was that? I didn't see a uniform.
That he proclaiming the glory of earlier. Except
he's
he
a cop.
adds the fact that Bradley himself would be having to pay for those additions.
It's a shame, isn't it? The French terrorist group Silhouette claimed that France was wrong to give the U.S. the statue. We think they planned the bombing.
Of course, he's not going to be on board with paying out the nose for a bunch of add-ons, so he changes his vote.
Just a second, you know, god dang Mason sons of bitches. I'm gonna change my vote.
Hank gets willpower to change his vote by reminding him that the heated seat would also warm up the beer that he always kept between his legs. Even if that seems an odd place to keep a beer, it's really not. In fact, growing up, it was pretty normal for a driver to have a beer in their garage.
Will you stay with us for a minute, extravaganza, as your Texas State Marching Band presents their tribute to Gunnerex, the open beverage containers, which is only legal in Texas.
Not one to drink more beer like Hero Trash, his description, not mine. The vote changes, and Hank is on a roll. Gets Dale to change his vote by appealing to Dale's fear of, well, everything. But mostly beats are mailed, and, you know, the whole Big Brother thing. Ironic, considering how much surveillance Dale does on...
Excuse me for a minute.
his own property, but I digress.
It's painful. Oh, those are just people sent here to monitor your thoughts and opinions. Learn how you think. You know, get inside your head.
Not actually 9 unless you include the moderator or whatever. We've gone from 7 to 1 to 4 to 4. The moderator tries to shut it down, saying it's good score of rating, but it is persistent. I can't help but notice the number of beer cans growing rather significantly rather quickly, and beer consumption may partially have been at play, along with Con being possessed by the spirit of punk rock, when this happened. And the light bulb went off in Hank's head. He figured that by using space-age lightweight polymers, that the mower itself would be too light, and therefore with the added rear weight of the bagger, it would throw the balance off whenever a 0-degree turn was made. And he proves this right by calling on the former reverend.
I don't see or like where this is going.
Reverend Hubert, I didn't drown that boy. Yeah, that's great. To complete a 0-degree turn, at which time the mower did exactly what Nick expected. It went off balance and upended, but the voice. Not sure why Hank didn't ask Blake Bradley to do that if he'd have gotten her. Oh well, it's Blake Bradley again.
Blake Bradley's a horse thieves.
See that the mower was unsafe, pretty much everybody changed their vote. Huh?
Hank is mower.
Bill admits that Hank is always right and that he should have listened to him. But Hank reminds him that if he always listens to Hank and Hank's always right, then that means that Bill's always right, which I typically have a few arguments with, but yeah, it's Bill, so I'll allow it. And that leaves us with one holdout, juror number 3, also known as Cotton Lindell Bill.
Pretty sure. If you was given that man in business, how should he get him?
So here we go, Cotton versus Hank, juror number 3 versus juror number 8. And to add into the final confrontation, Dee Dee and Tilly accidentally wander into the observation room while looking for the bathroom, and they're present to watch the entire thing unfold, which starts out with Cotton laying into Tilly again, and yes, this time in public.
Oh, he's doing it again. And in public.
Before telling Con that Tilly let herself go too much for Con to keep around. Keep in mind that Tilly left Con not gonna wear her, which I'm quite sure plays into his anger towards her. And at that point, Hank puts his foot down, going so far as to literally stoop to Con's level and pretty much get in his father's face when he tells him that he's gonna listen to him and that there's nothing wrong with his mother or his mower, making it clear what the real issue with Blake was.
It's about a bitter old man who blames everybody but himself for all his own problems. If you ever talk about my mom or my mower like that again, you're not welcome in my house.
Tilly loves hearing this. It's been a long time coming, and Hank should have handled this earlier in the episode. However, Cotton does not like hearing this. This is the first time Hank stood up to him, but he has no real comeback and can't honestly deny that Hank is right. In fact, we see Cotton's face soften as the understanding of what Hank had just said set in, but it was quickly replaced, as many of Cotton's emotions were, with anger. So we get this. Cotton takes his foot and leaves. That'll be a fun 2-hour drive back to Marlin. And we get my personal favorite line from this episode. Man, I wish they brought voice back later episode. If they can do it with Blake Bradley, they can do it with voice humor. Well,
These damn commercials.
I'm not sure if there is a God or heaven. But one thing I can tell you is your daddy's going to hell.
in the episode with Hank meeting up with Tilly, mother proud of her son,
I think we've got an intruder.
the best Christmas present that she could have wanted. You even get to see Hank put his arm around his shoulder, which is pretty rarity in public for Hank. Oh yeah, Peggy's still asleep, which also brings up an issue for me. So they got to the mall.
This power box must have been damaged in the raid. Don't cross through the arcs. I'm also picking up an EMP field here. If you're not careful, it'll suck away your bioelectrical energy.
For a good 14 or 15 hours, that seems a little long there. And waits out front door, which brings up another question. How did the numbers work for the ride back? Ron and Edie are obviously in Peggy's car, and we see Hank, Bobby, and Tilly. So I guess that Cotton, Edie, and Luann rode back in Peggy's car. But sure, Peggy ended up getting home though.
Well, I guess Peggy got a
And that's the end of the episode. It's a good overall episode, arguably a great episode. It does a great job of keeping the characters in here. The writing is on point. There's plenty of memorable lines and scenes, great references, introduces one fun long-term character and another game remake, but sadly short-term character, voiced by guest stars. We get to see stand up to Cotton. Tilly gets to see Hank stand up to Cotton. We get a possibly concussion-induced Buckley sighting, find out that Bobby is a rather talented figure skater, and Peggy sleeps through most of it, ends up locked inside a closed wall. I mean, really, what else can you ask for? I like that this is a Thanksgiving episode because it just keeps on giving. And the use of the plotline for 12 Angry Men as the backdrop of the Battle of Wills between Hank and Cotton was a pretty smart idea. The two men locking horns over respect given to a mower and a mother. Also, ladies, this is a warning about those BBLs. If you're skinny and you get that baggage attachment, be careful because if you spin too fast, yeah, you're gonna have a bad time. Thanks for watching, folks. Happy Thanksgiving. We'll see you next time.
Dear Lord, we're grateful that Cotton has forgotten our carefully worked out holiday parent rotation schedule so that we may all be together on this day. Amen.
Opening track, bitch.
Who's there?
I think the law's on.
They found us.
Controversy would be a music God! Women in an old which, according to the band, misses the point of the song entirely.
The song Bitch School is about dogs. What's about dogs? It's about training dogs. And it's clearly in the lyrics. That's what they were. The lyrics very touching and they're down. You've got to be so impressed and think that's about anything with dogs.
Actually, like the second single, Majesty of Rock, a little more.
Who's there? I think that's him. He's a cop. This guy wasn't just a grunt. What's going on?
Along with heavy promotion, Spinal Tap hoped to increase album awareness by putting Break Like the Wind out on multiple formats, including 8-track vodka enough and an extra long CD box.
Uh-oh.
Over there, that's the very special 8-track, a limited edition. It is not environmentally. And right here, this is our extra long box. It's got 50% more recyclable material. And that's to help Mother Earth and have the sales at the same time.
However, these tactics apparently didn't do much for those sales numbers, and since then, the band has only put out a few singles online, including Warmer Than Hell in 2007.
What is the devil tonight?
The single was actually recorded to coincide with the live bird festival of that climate change.
These guys aren't so tough. Uh-oh.
There was also a 2009 release called Back from the Dead, which is mostly a collection of pre-recorded greatest hits and some jazz exploration numbers. Since then, we haven't heard much from the band. With a new documentary coming out soon, I'm super excited to catch up with the legendary Spinal Tap. Your homework, if you somehow haven't seen it yet, is This Is Spinal Tap from 1984. Either way, I hope you enjoyed this look back at what's loud to bands. As always, thanks for watching, and see you next time.
Take him out. This one's a gunner.
If you're a web designer, here are 4 Wix Studio features. Got it.
Who was it?
Bob Gardner on bass, Wynn Spencer on piano, and Dave Minichetti on vocals and guitar. Initially just a cover band, later chose to name the new Yesterday and Today, after the Beatles album that was on his record player when they got their first gig. Spencer and Gardner would leave very early on, and Bill Kinnamore would join on bass, along with Joey Howells on rhythm guitar by 1974. This new lineup would switch over to writing original material and start opening for huge bands like Journey and Queen. While touring in Europe, they get spotted by the president of London Records.
I think we've got an intruder.
In 1976, they released their self-titled debut album.
This guy wasn't just a grunt. What's going on?
As you might expect, it's
Take him out.
over and get energetic, you are rock.
God damn.
Featuring heavy drumming and some nice guitar work. There are definitely a few other genres mixed in here as well, like a little frog in the lighter, sultry track My Heart Plays Too, or some southern rock in the rowdy bar anthem, Alcohol.
Something big.
I especially love Yesterday's Neighbor, because it was such raw energy with absolutely no control. They're the people that were supposedly producing it. Do what you guys do live, yeah, we'll record you.
So it's basically a mid-70s Y&T set. It definitely has some heavier moments for the time period. But there are 2 tracks in particular that stood out to me. The first is Earthshaker. It's still kind of Manowar adjacent 70s hard rock, but this one's a little heavier and a little faster, and the drums sound great. However, my favorite track on the album is the closer, Beautiful Dreamer. This is a decent album overall, but this track just drew me in way more, with a cool melody and a different feel from the rest of the album. Plus, it's also a great showcase for Dave's
Welcome
guitar
aboard,
playing.
Agent.
I think he, the band, we're all still trying to find their sound on this album, but this track has some excellent guitar parts that feel a little more composed than the last.
You just gonna stay here? Why'd they bring you back to New York? I don't know what they have planned. I messed up an assassination attempt on one of the triad leaders in Hong Kong. UNATCO pulled you out? It's a long story. You better head to the statue.
Later, YT would release their second album, Strike Down, also on London Records.
Freight base is under lockdown till the danger's gone, Agent Denton.
Right. How you guys holding up?
UNATCO command.
There's still a good amount of 70s hard rock on here with a couple of tracks that didn't do much for me. But there's also
I can't speak for command, but I'm gonna clean the place out.
as well.
I hear you. Natalie's right. You nano-augs are born and bred killers.
I do my best.
Better load up. There are some crates of ammo stashed in the antenna shaft behind the helipad. Might also want to check out the comband next to it. The code's 0451.
Thanks. I won't let you down. Shouldn't you turn?
Sure.
I don't have the 700.
If you're gonna...
Everything was clear an hour ago. Then, boom.
On the guitar helps give this album some early metal lines too, and some smooth, intricate solos.
You want to wax some...
My orders are to hang back.
This one has a killer heavy bridge that almost feels like it's from a whole different song, but it still really works here. However, while finishing up recording for this album, London Records informed yesterday and today that the label would be dropping their rock division, which meant that the album essentially had no purpose. One team would keep on performing though, opening for bands bands like Kiss and AC/DC. But it would take another 2 years for the band to secure another record deal, this time with A&M Records. They'd also be inspired to change their name to simply Y&T, which was much easier for fans to chant at concerts.
Most of our fans, I think, yesterday, know us
That's him. He's a cop.
YT makes sense. Bands, but at the same time, they're a fresh image.
Y&T's first album under A&M would be 1981's Earthshaker. This is an overall great album and a noticeable step up from Shakedown, with more of a focus on a traditional heavy metal sound. In other words, it's a great blend of hard rock and heavy metal, which was still a couple of years away from breaking into mainstream American music. It Dave's powerful voice, which is similar to Sammy Hagar's but a bit deeper, is a good fit for both sides. Of course, some tracks are heavier than others, with songs like Hurricane and Knock You Out being a couple of the more energetic examples.
What's up, my friend? I thought it is.
And the track Squeeze also deserves a mention, with Phil Kinnemore filling in on lead vocals. Still on guitar though, of course, and lays down another excellent solo on this one.
Listen.
Well, of course, every artist thinks that every record is a great record, so at that point, I'm sure we thought it was brilliant. But still, at the last minute, we wrote songs that we did not have. Rescue Me, that was a song that was a different song. And we reversed it right before we got the record. And everybody hated it. So I said, all right, never mind. And at the very end of pre-production, right before we're going into the studio to record, we're saying, you guys are producing 9%. It's just everything is finished with it. And we put it down the other way. First chorus. Everybody looked at each other. Anthony's fine. We didn't think it was so cool, you know, a couple of weeks or months before. And so, you know, the producer said, what is that? How come you didn't play that for us? You know, and we wrote the lyrics the next day. You know, recorded it. It's one of the best songs on the record. Jesus. It's hard to disagree that this is one of the best tracks on the album. Rescue Me is a great heavy song with some passionate vocals and more slick guitar work.
How do we get up there?
Following Earthshaker, Y&T would get back in the studio, this time in England with producer Max Norman, for their second album on A&M, Black Tiger.
Gunther has reestablished contact. He says you helped him escape. Good work.
Huh?
Some news, JC. The NSF targeted a shipment of the plague vaccine Ambrosia. We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. We'd like to interrogate him. Easy. We want you to take this one alive and conscious. Find out which...
Don't shoot. I surrender.
So you think you know better than FEMA what to do with this month's Ambrosia shipment?
You're too late. It's on its way back to the people.
Except...
on its way back to the people.
Except...
Damn it.
Than FEMA what to do with it.
Shoot!
We can't locate it. See if the leader will surrender when you reach the command post. We'd like to interrogate him. Easy. We want you to take this one alive and conscious. Find out what you can about the shipment, then turn him over to one...
Don't shoot. I surrender.
So you think you know better than FEMA? Except send you back...
Find out what you can about the shipment, then turn him over to one of the troops.
Don't shoot.
So you think...
You're too late.
Tell me about the shipment, and I'll order the troops to pick you up as a prisoner instead of a corpse.
Ask away. We already won this round.
Where are you taking it?
We're just giving ordinary people the same chance to survive as the bureaucrats in Washington.
You'll have to unload in New York because the choppers would spot you at sea.
I think the government made the plague on purpose to get rid of the population growth.
Well done. I will pass on your orders to the troopers. Report back to base on the west side of the island. Mission complete.
As you wish. I can remember all my steps. Yep, it's that ladder right there. And what I'm gonna do is climb up them ladder steps. That's not exactly the brightest moves.
I know many people consider Earthshaker to be one of their favorite Y&T albums, but Black Tiger includes some heavy hitters of its own, with tracks like Forever. early 80s hard rock, although Y&T's 70s roots are still readily apparent, especially in more mellow tracks like Hell or High Water and My Way or the Highway. Although they also take a stab at a more commercial sound with the track Don't Wanna Lose, which is easily the most melodic song on the album. Shaker and Black Tiger were successful albums internationally, but failed to give Y&T much mainstream attention.
They sent us in to pick up the
They
pieces.
continued getting exposure mostly in the European and Japanese markets, opening for other huge acts like Iron Maiden and Motley Crue. In 1983, still on A&M Records, they put out their fifth album, Mean Street.
Way to go, sir. Looks like we ran them off.
In it, we see the representation of a woman with a mean streak, which
All quiet
apparently
down here.
means she wants to spend all your money, even though you've given her everything she wants, like a mansion and a butler with a violin for a head. This track is a great start.
Plenty more cleaning house to do when we chase these sons of bitches into the city.
Mixing an energetic rhythm and a catchy radio-friendly
I'll check back.
chorus.
We've got the island secured. How did things look in the statue? The leader surrendered, so they were after Ambrosia. A month's supply for the East Coast. We think they've taken it back to the city. I didn't know UNATCO handled the Ambrosia distribution. Manderley will brief us shortly. UNATCO makes sure the limited supply of vaccine gets to government agencies and key industries. It's good to finally see some action. Yeah, well, pace yourself. You killed a lot of people tonight. I'll handle things out here. You better get to Manderley's office on level 2 and report for duty.
With a positive reception to the mainstream single and video, Y&T would finally start to get some traction in the States.
Literally, but everywhere was accepted. It was Mean Street, though, that actually started and raised this much because Mean Street was the first song that really got a lot of airplay across the country. I mean, Black Tiger did a little bit, but it wasn't until Mean Street that all of a sudden we started getting 100 radio stations, 120 radio stations, and we started getting all, a lot more of the markets.
You should probably check in at HQ.
Staple album for a lot of people, and I do like it overall. But there are only a few songs I thought were on the level of the title track, like Hang High and Midnight in Tokyo.
All quiet down here.
But a lot of songs on Mean Street are more commercial focused, and a couple of them actually work pretty well, like the track Lonely Side of Town, featuring a chorus that sounds like it was co-written by the Police.
Gunther should have followed orders. I can't wait to get to New York and finish the job.
Just a handful of tracks on here that I found less engaging.
Get inside. I'll meet you in Manderley's office.
Way to go, sir. I thought Gunther was a goner.
Hey. What the hell?
It's my first day, too. I'm pretty excited.
Still, even those will often include another badass solo. Dave Miniken, so I'm kind of torn on this one.
Check in with Manderley on level 2.
Come on in. The retinal scanner can read blood vessel patterns right through your sunglasses.
Retinal scanner.
Remember that Mr. Manderley wants to see you. Level 2. His secretary, Janice Reed, has your login and password.
So that may have been partly why EDM Records brought in songwriter Jeff Harris for wanting to do his next album.
You found your office. Did Janice give you your login? I guess not. Let's see. JCD, password, Bionic Man. Your partner for the next assignment, and...
My new partner, J.C. Denton. Don't tell me you're going to wear those sunglasses during a night operation.
My vision is augmented.
At least it is a way that we know when it's...
Forgive my inner...
I do not...
I am prepared.
He will not...
Let us...
I won't let...
Are you sure you pressed the right button?
I do not make mistakes of that kind.
Your hand might have slipped.
No, I wanted orange. It gave me lemon lime.
The machine would not make a mistake.
It's the maintenance man. He knows I liked orange.
So you think the staff has some kind of plot?
Yes, they do that on purpose.
I have to prepare for the mission.
Hell of a first day.
Before the briefing, you've got to go to level 3 for your equipment and a medical examination. See Jaime Reyes in the med center and Sam Carter in the armory.
General Carter, I read about the Merced operation in school. This is a great honor.
I'm not a general anymore.
I can't believe what the enemy...
Enough of that, so.
My parents died. That sounds fun.
What else?
A smart lockpick is always handy.
That's right.
Hey, what about that guy out front?
Oh, Cap.
Someone that you...
The NSF are in retreat. You better get going.
am not going to hold your hand. You have your orders.
Hey, JC.
You look like the real thing. They actually let you operate on people?
Just fixed Gunther's knee, in fact. A sticky actuator. So far, I feel more like a mechanic than a doctor.
I'm impressed.
They actually let you point a gun at people.
We'll have to catch up later. I've got to leave for New York right away. Could you send Manderley whatever it is he wants?
No problem. Listen, JC. About your augmentations. You know they're preparing to roll out the technology worldwide, right?
As long as I don't turn green and grow a pair of antennas, as I understand it.
Yeah, well, the design is pretty modular, which means...
I think I picked one.
The can is...
It's about time.
Report... Years of training and you're still all thumbs.
You're getting warm.
Shut up.
Didn't know the NSF had so many people in New York.
Good work out there, Mr. Denton. Mr. Manderley said you handled yourself nicely. Welcome to UNATCO HQ. Our little family keeps getting bigger.
Is Mr. Manderley available?
Yes, go right in. By the way, your computer account is ready. Log in JCD, password Bionic Man.
Alex already told me. Thanks.
That will be JC's job.
What's that? Power station. The NSF have ambrosia in a warehouse protected by cameras and booby traps. We want to power down the whole system.
We're taking one illicit generating plant, protected by weak groups of NSF. Knock out that plant, and Paul's team can walk right into the warehouse.
Just tell me where it is. The NSF are openly resisting our deployed forces, gradually falling back. You'll have to deal with them first.
And you be ready, Paul. When the power drops, go in and go in hard.
I'll use my discretion.
Go in like the U.S. Marshals. If we lose the vaccine, I'm sending your butt to the mayor to explain why he and his 3 daughters...
Yes, sir. Let's not waste...
Yeah.
We'll meet up in the city. finally got the We'll finish the job when we get to Manhattan.
Wish I was going with you. Good luck out there. Man.
Plenty more cleaning house to do when we...
$200 for 10 minutes.
Time to clean house.
The boat's ready.
Let's head out.
Huh? Yep.
All right, let's go. The terrorists are in a fighting retreat. A few have barricaded themselves inside Castle Clinton.
Lead the way.
Our orders are to locate a barrel of ambrosia they are hiding inside. I will give you a schematic of the barrel, but first we will exterminate the NSF terrorists.
Exterminate?
A precious opportunity.
What about the rest of the ship?
That is your...
Are we going in the...
A second...
And the second unit in this video shows her alone over his at the University of Texas. Jacqueline was a dog walker in this case. Money after going through the client's house in a she got pinned down by these dogs, a German Shepherd mix, pit bull mix, who pinned her down and bit her over 800 times, tearing up her face. She also reportedly lost around 30% of her blood, and she is very, very lucky to be alive. Of course, the dogs are as they were dangerous in society, and Jacqueline doesn't know that. She's also a
They found us. That's him.
And the second image in this video shows her alone.
The NSF terrorists in the subway have threatened to blow up the platform. Watch for booby traps.
Society and Jacqueline doesn't that she's also it's absolutely horrible to have it this young woman and honestly the dog involved with this definitely deserves a mistake. This TikTok video that I got shows a woman by the name of Jacqueline second unit in this video shows her former disciplinary position. Jacqueline was a college student back in December of 2021 at the University
They've got
of
hostages in
Texas.
the subway station.
Jacqueline was a dog walker who was making money after going to her client's house. When she got kicked down by these two dogs, a German Shepherd mix, Pit Bull mix, and a Dumbo. She also reportedly lost her.
The hostages will be all right.
Very, very lucky.
Now get back to Castle Clinton. Barrel of ambrosia.
Society. And Jacqueline doesn't better. She's
Good
also
work. The hostages will be all right. Now get back to Castle Clinton.
It's absolutely horrible what happened to this young woman, and honestly, the dogs involved in this definitely deserve a thing. This TikTok video made a woman by the name of Jacqueline.
Good work. The hostages will be all right. Now get back to Castle Clinton and help Agent Navarre locate the barrel of ambrosia.
At the University of Texas, Jacqueline was a dog walker who makes money after going to her client's house. When she got kicked down by these dogs, a German Shepherd mix, Pit Bull mix, and a Dumbo. She also reportedly lost around 30% of her blood, and she is very, very weak. The dogs are like a danger to society, and Jacqueline doesn't do better. She's also a man, if you guys it's absolutely horrible.
Boing! I'm a fake stone.
Mexico dispatchers received a 9.
Good work down there. Just mopping up now.
Scattered evidence. Yeah, maybe more back here. Just lung him. I mean, has like a hat right here.
Somebody kill me. Anybody?
Don't let me get in your way.
President Meade has declared a war emergency. Shoot to kill.
Our country.
You a cop?
UNATCO agent. How does a little boy get mixed up with the NSF?
I just wanted to find some food, but they didn't have any. And then they started shooting at the police. Got some?
Sorry, I don't have any food.
Aw, man.
Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrim's pride, from every mountainside.
The ambrosia is somewhere inside the castle.
Alright. Orange gonna come in? Oh, shit.
My native country, the land of the noble free, thy name I love. My native country, the land of the noble free.
Give you me.
My native country, the land of the...
No, sir, forget about the NSF. I'm right here if you need me.
Somebody kill me. Anybody.
Good work down there. Just mopping up now. Don't let me get in your way.
Our country, 'tis of the sweet land of liberty.
No, sir, forget about the NSF. Most of those old... I'm right here if you...
The ambrosia is somewhere inside the castle.
We've got your back, Agent. They won't get far if they try to escape.
Land where my fathers died, land of the Pilgrim's pride. My native country, the land land of the noble free, thy name I love.
The kiosk of Castle Clinton. The bulk of the NSF troops must have gone through here to get underground.
Land where my fathers died, land of the pilgrims bright, from every mountainside let freedom ring. Our country 'tis the sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. My native country, the land of the noble.
And others discussing plans to rob gun stores. 11-year-old gun store. Pretty much take it all. Fridges, dishwashers, dressers, doors, couches, mattresses.
This is what I signed.
Don't let me get in your way, officer.
The Ambrosia is somewhere inside the castle.
Those Instagram records were also made by police, with several shocking discoveries among them, including many lie together, tribal sites and capital bills as filled with references to gang violence, and even the phrase it's real, it doesn't have any
We're back.
To call it a night. I thank you all for watching. Thank you all for watching. See you all tomorrow.